It's a miracle. A true blue spectacle. The miracle is you. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Is he still alive? Um, what is his name? Oh my God, I can't remember his name. It's not too early in the morning because I've been up since 5. Um, what is it? In the comments, like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments who is that gay man that's like 80 years old that had all the hits in the 70s. I seriously I can't remember his name. Speaking of gay, I took 2 days off. Her ladyship had to rest from all the drama. But I wanted to tell y'all, this was, 2 days ago. I went to Starbucks, and I know, I didn't get anything. You know what I did? You're going to die. Y'all are going to freak out. You know I have, like, old Starbucks cups, in the back seat of my car. Don't ask. I don't know. I collect cups. So I had that cup, and I just poured my coffee in that cup from the apartment, right? So I just drank that. I didn't bother spending $3 for a small coffee at Starbucks. You think I made a money? Daddy used to say that. Anyway, back to my story. So I noticed this woman, and she's not sitting in the handicapped table. That's where I sit. That's where I sit and do my art and stuff, and play on YouTube all day. I've got to stop doing that. I'm learning so much. YouTube brought me back. So anyway, I thought she was homeless because she had bags, and I think she did buy something. And she was eating stuff out of a old Walmart bag and all this stuff, and she was in a wheelchair. Are you still with me on this story? So she's in a wheelchair, and I think she was missing part of her leg. I wasn't sure. What, am I supposed to go right up to her and say, "Excuse me, ma'am, but are you missing part of your leg?" I don't. I do have my limits. Being Bear Queen. So I'd like to have that truck, big white truck. That's another thing I'll get to in just a minute. So she's there all day. I got there, I want to say it was about noon. And what was weird about it, okay, she kept going out the door, sitting in the sun. And mind you, it's like 90 something degrees in Muskogee. And she's out in the sun. And I thought, why is she sitting out there when she just can be in the nice cool air? Because, they keep Starbucks at like, 50 degrees. So I'm trying to figure that out. I try to figure this stuff out. Ever since I've recovered my mind, knock on plastic, I will see questionable things going on, and I just got to look away and try not to be part of the drama. I got enough drama. I'm still traumatized that I turned 58. God. I'm not going to talk about it. We'll talk about the homeless woman. So I gathered that she was probably homeless. And she struggled to open the door to go out and all this stuff. And I could have opened the door, but I didn't. Because a lot of people that are like that, they're handicapped, they really don't want the help. I mean, they appreciate it, but they would rather do things on their own. That's what I've learned. So anyway, so she kept going in and out, in and out. This went on for hours. And she finally packed up her stuff, and she started to head out the door. And I thought, oh my God, she's homeless. And I had told her, I actually talked to her. And I told her about the building and that she needs to get on the waiting list. You know, if she's handicapped and homeless, maybe, I don't know, maybe she can get in there. So, you know, there's nothing I can do. You know, this was the same day, I think, I don't know if was it the same day I saw, it was the same day. The crazy homeless man, yes, I'm jumping to another story, but it's connected. So he was digging in the dumpster next door. I'm at Starbucks. Next door at the Olive Garden. And this is just Muskogee. And the crazy homeless problem and crazies. And I can only imagine what it's like in Oklahoma City and Tulsa. And I can only imagine what it's like in LA. I don't know. I don't want to be, it sounds terrible. I don't want to be around any of this. I think it's part of my recovery, you know. But anyway, back to the story. I keep on getting sidetracked. So I see this other lady pull up in a, you know, newer SUV. And I thought it looked like she was helping this handicapped woman with something. It turned out this I guess they know each other, and this woman was you know, packing her stuff up in the SUV, and it was a cot right outside the door. This lady had left some of her stuff outside the door, and one of the items was a cot. So I went out and got the cot, you know, because I'm nosy as you know what. So I take the cot over to the lady that had pulled up and was helping should I give her a name? One-legged Karen a lift. I just don't, isn't that terrible? I'm such a horrible person. You know, God bless the trolls that ever get on my show and say bad things. Because I'm worse than they are. I am a troll. I'm Bear Queen the troll. But anyway, I took this cot. I thought she was homeless, sleeping on the cot. And this lady, she said thank you, but she looked kind of pissed off, so I didn't say any more than that. But I was just absolutely shocked. I even said something about it to one of the workers in Starbucks, and this lady said, yeah, this lady drops her off every day and then picks her up at the end of the day. And I thought, what the actual blank is going on? Oh God. I'm just beside myself. I don't know. Is it a curse that my mind and sanity and awareness have come back? Because a year ago, a year ago, even if you look back at my videos from a year ago, you can tell there's a few screws loose. I don't know, but it wasn't my fault. But it's like the crazies, because I was crazy, all the crazies seem normal. I don't know. So that's my story about what happened at Starbucks. So today, I'm at the Muskogee Public Library. Do y'all want to see what it looks like? Should we take a gander? Hope I don't screw this up. Girl, you dropped that phone. Okay. This is ground zero of the homeless daycare center in Muskogee. And I'm parked next to this beautiful white truck. And before I let y'all go, I need to end this. After 10 minutes, y'all get bored. Let's see if I can set it back up. Okay, it's working. So, okay. I think I talked about how they're closing down the housing authorities. And it's going to be state controlled. That's a whole other show. I think I did talk about it a little bit. Tulsa Housing Authority shutting down. All their properties are, I guess, being auctioned off to private entities. And if you are paying, let's say, $200 a month, it's going to jump to 1,000 basically, because it'll be private. It won't be controlled by the government anymore. So Muskogee Housing Authority, it's the same way, and I'm just waiting for it. I'm waiting to see the cars disappear outside the building, because that's what they're going to do. They're just going to run out of money. I guess they'll keep it going as long as they can, but even the building I'm in, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. I got to prepare myself for whatever happens, and that's why it's so important to get Rainbow Bright Farms going. I got to figure out a way to get that land. Can y'all help me out? Can I borrow? Let's see, how much does he want for it? Can I borrow 175? No, wait a minute. No, it's 75,000. What am I saying? 175. 75,000 for that land. But I got to figure out how to build a tiny home community. I've even planned for a small area in the back of the property, of course, hidden from view. A place for nomads to kind of park their rig. I think that would be cool to do. Like Minivan Lee, and what's the other one I watched? What's her name? I just talked about. Is it Karen? I have Karen on my mind. Anyway, whatever her name is, she travels all over the country, and she boondocks out in the middle of nowhere. I don't see how she does it. I don't think I could do it. I might be able to do it at Quartzsite, but I don't see how they do it. I got to have my shower. I got to have my toilet, my man potty. I got to have my creature comforts. I got to have my air conditioning. I just don't think I could do it. I couldn't live in this truck. I guess I could if I had to. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad during, like, fall or early spring. It's the cold. Even the cold wouldn't be as bad as the summer heat. I don't see how people do it. They do it, though. I don't understand it. That's that. You know who? I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to let y'all go. We're already up to 12 minutes. You're getting bored. Okay, keep your wigs on straight, and don't, let me think of something. Don't throw anyone under the bus unless you're going to cruise the men's room at the Muskogee Public Library. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.